Alzheimer's disease is, in my opinion, the single biggest problem facing the medical system today, not just in the United States, but globally. There are over 5 million patients right now in the United States. Texas has the third largest population of Alzheimer's disease patients in the United States. So that's a lot of patients. That's nothing. What's coming, some like to term the silver tsunami. I don't know that I don't find that pejorative. I haven't figured that out yet. But then again, I'm going bald, so I won't be silver. You know, you take what you can get. Hey, you know, at least I still have a head, so, you know. It becomes more and more important when you put this in the context of the aging nature of our country and the globe. So those above the age of 85 are the fastest growing segment of the population. In the next several years, you're looking at over 14 million new individuals reaching the age of 65. Why is that important? Well, age is the biggest risk factor for Alzheimer's disease. It's the biggest risk factor for memory loss. So I'm going to take just a step aside for just a second and say I'm going to use the word dementia only because that's what the medical field says I'm supposed to use. I almost never use that word in my daily work because almost everyone that I work with is Hispanic, and dementia in the Hispanic community means crazy, and it's very rude. I've learned that clinically, and so I'm going to use it, but what I mean is the clinical definition of changes in memory, changes in thinking. That's all I mean. All right, so right now, every 69 seconds, it's estimated that someone is developing the disease. Within the next few decades, that's going to drop down to every 30 seconds. The emotional impact is immeasurable. The financial burden is astronomical. Interestingly enough, there was a recent survey that looked and showed that care, Alzheimer's and dementia care, is as expensive or more expensive as cancer and heart disease. Alzheimer's disease became the #1 fear of the elderly about 4 years ago. So this is a major issue that we have to deal with. There is the estimated annual cost of Alzheimer's disease to the United States by 2050. So what you see by these numbers is approximately anywhere between 10 and 13% of individuals above the age of 65 are suffering from Alzheimer's disease. However, when you look at it broken down by decades, what you see is advancing age is the #1 issue. With those above age 85, it's almost 50% who are suffering from the disease. That's whether they know it or not.